Hi everybody, this is Spring with Soaps and Suds and such, and I'm having the video out in my home. We just moved and I haven't got the soap shop ready to start making soap in yet, and as soon as I get it straightened out, then I'll be making soap back there. But what I'm going to be doing today is making only a pound of soap. This one's going to be orange clove. It's one that a friend had requested. She loves orange clove. So I'm going to be making her a bar of this, and I'm just going to do a pound. But I will give the recipe for this soap, and I will give it also if in a 2 pound. I'll give the ingredients in grams and ounces. But what I have in here, I have my, I've got cocoa butter. Right here's my cocoa butter. I haven't put it in yet. This is the cocoa butter that that I got the sample for, and I'm going to be using it in this soap. And right here I have 1.3 ounces of this, about 37 grams. And then inside here, okay, in here I have coconut oil. I have got about 4.3 ounces, 122 grams of coconut oil in here. I have castor oil in here, 1.4 ounces, about 40 grams of castor oil. I have lard in here, 2 ounces, about 57 grams in here. I've got olive oil in here, 2.2 ounces, about 62 grams. Palm oil, I have 2.7 ounces, about 77 grams. Sunflower oil, I have 2.1 ounces, about 60 grams of sunflower oil in here. And I did measure mine in grams. You can measure it in ounces or grams. My recipe, I did run it through the soap calc, so I have done that. And actually, when I run it through, my INS number at the bottom was 155, so that's really good. Hardness 45, cleansing a little high on the cleansing, but very, conditioning. It had 17 on cleansing. Conditioning 51, bubbly 25, creamy 36, iodine was 51. Okay, and then also I'll be using in this, right here I've got some colloidal oatmeal. That's a half a teaspoon. I have in here a half a teaspoon of Kayolin clay. I will be using some silk. If you can see it, right here's what it looks like, and I have cut some right here into little tiny pieces. And I won't be using much because this is only for a pound. And like I said, I'm going to be using my sample, and I will also be using it said 0.50 ounces of fragrance oil. I'm going to be using 14 grams of fragrance oil, and my fragrance oil is from Nature's Garden. It's orange clove, and I will also be letting you know how I like that from this soap. Okay, and the little sample, 1.3 ounces, about 37 grams right here that I'm going to be using in this. I'll be putting that in my oils. And like I said, the people who sent it to me, Jedward's International, that's Bulk Natural Oils. You can actually go to their website, bulknaturaloils.com, and they have a load of different products. It was just unreal at the products that they do offer. And I will be letting you know how I like their cocoa butter. This is the wafers, as you can see, and I have opened it up and it does smell really good. So I'll be putting that in there, and I'm going to make the orange clove soap. and I will bring you back whenever I get ready to start mixing. Actually, in this one, I think I'm going to use about a tablespoon of heavy cream in this recipe, the orange clove. Okay, I've got my oils melted. I did just heat up the oils that I had in here, and I heated those up, and I put the cocoa butter sample in there, and they melted perfectly. I didn't have any problem with that. Normally, you know, with the big chunks, sometimes you'll have to go back and reheat, but they melted just fine. I've come to stir them, and they were already melted, so that's good. Now, I've got my lye mixture ready, and to my lye mixture, I did add 1 teaspoon of sodium lactate to help with the hardness of the bar. And I also added just a pinch, now this just a small pinch, maybe the size of a pea, of my silk that I showed you. And I've got my lye water ready. I'm going to pour it in here. Hopefully this container is big enough to mix this. I don't even know if I'll need a stick blender or not, because I want to be able to pour it. So I'm going to stir this. Excuse me. And I don't have my gloves. I ran out of gloves, so, but I do have my glasses, my safety glasses on. If you've never made soap before, you're going to want to wear your gloves. Now, if you're an experienced soap maker, I mean, you can get by without the gloves. You just have to be careful. But I like to wear my gloves. I ran out and didn't even know it. Okay, I'm going to stir this really good. And I'll bring you back whenever I think it's ready to start adding the rest of my ingredients. Okay, I'm going to use the stick blender. Stirring's not really working. Not as fast as I'd like it to. Okay, that's about enough stick blending, I do believe. Whoops. Knock everything over. Stick that in there. I've still got to add my colloidal oatmeal and my Kayolin clay. Okay. Let me hit that one more time with the stick blender. Just make sure that's mixing there. I don't see any clay or any oatmeal floating around. Okay, I got the pepper on it. Okay, now I'm going to mix some fragrance. And I have 14 grams of fragrance here. And that is orange clove from Nature's Garden. Oh, it turned the mixture a little bit orangish. Also, okay. Now, I'm getting ready to put these into cups so I can put my colors in there, and I'll bring you back. Okay, now in 1 cup I'm going to, this right here that I have is Annetto Seed oil that I have let set, and in the oil in the seeds, just olive oil, and we'll pour that into one of them like so, just to give it a little bit of color. I'll try my little mixer and see if that'll work, but I don't think it will. So I'm going to use the end of this to mix this up really good, or try to get it really good. My mixture's already thickening up somewhat. I want to get down in the bottom of there really good. I don't know if you can see this color. It's like a orangish yellow sort of color. I like Annetto Seeds. I think that makes a nice natural color. Really pretty color in my opinion. Okay, and the next one, this one has Annetto Seed oil, but it also has orange colorant, just to add a little vibrance to it. See if I can get that in there, like so. And I'll mix this one up. This one's wanting to thicken. Okay. That's pretty. That should make really pretty mixture of colors. Get that in the bottom really good. Okay, get that off of there. Hit this one again. Okay, off of there. Now, for a mold, okay, got that cleaned up. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of sparkle, not a whole lot. And I don't think I'm going to put it on all of these because some guys like this too. So I'm just going to put it on 3 of them. And then I'll leave 3 without. And now I'm going to give it a spritz with some 91% alcohol. I love 91% alcohol. That's what I usually use. Okay, and there you go. That's my orange clove soap, cold process. I will put the recipe in the description box for this 1 pound, and if I have enough room, I'll put it for the 2 pounds. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Okay, it's time to emmold my orange clove soap. Hopefully it'll come out easy. Whoop. Oh yeah, beautiful. Turned out really pretty. You can see that.